Hey YouTube, I am here today to let you know and give you an update about my double jaw surgery. It has now been 1 year, so I thought I would post an update video. I, in October of last year, had the double jaw surgery, and so they did it to correct my underbite. Yes, because my bottom jaw was like that, and so my bottom teeth were like before my front teeth. So they broke my bottom jaw, pulled it back, snipped off my top jaw, pulled it forward. I had to have a piece of a bone graft from my hip, my right hip, put into my face because I have a bone density issue because of the cleft lip and palate. You don't have a lot of extra bone there. And I have recovered like 98%. I have a few complications, but that was because I was older when I decided to get the surgery, or actually when I was told that I needed the surgery because nobody ever told me. Um, anyways, so because I was older, people are supposed to have this surgery like in their mid to late teens to very early 20s. I wasn't told about the surgery until I was 28. Had to be in braces for like 2 or 3 years because of COVID. And then I was finally allowed to have the surgery once elective surgeries were back to being able to be performed even. So there was a lot of time delays because of the global pandemic that we're all experiencing, but luckily my journey for the most part has come to an end. So like I said, it's been a year, and the only complications that I still have are my bottom lip is mostly numb. I can like feel a little bit when I touch it, but there's no sensing really. It's just like a feeling of pressure more than like anything. And then my chin, basically from like this corner of my mouth down, and then from like here down, like all of this is numb still. And because it's been over a year, that is unfortunately due to just like nerves that got pushed around a little bit too much during surgery. That is apt to happen when you are an older person getting the surgery. Like I said, I didn't get the surgery until right after my 31st birthday. Um, so I was a little older than they than they usually do the surgery, but I didn't know about it. And then because of my cleft lip and palate, I had a lot of scar tissue that broke down. The pre-mentioned bone graft disintegrated because of an Afghan infection that was due to my body rejecting the two steel plates. The two steel plates created an infection, but because they were what was part of what was holding my jaw to my skull, they couldn't be removed for 4 months. So I had to deal with an infection. It wore away the bone graft, which was sad, and I was very upset about that. But let's see, infection. Oh yeah, so they had to be removed, and since the beginning, like right after the surgery, I noticed that I had a hole that when I would do the mouthwash, because that's why you can do it first. All the mouthwash, or not all the mouthwash, but a lot of the mouthwash come out of my nose, and so there was like clearly some sort of like inner lining that was not connected. I don't know. And so it didn't clear up. So 4 months after the main surgery, I had a second surgery to remove that hardware that had been rejected, and that is actually in another video of mine. If you would like to check out my playlist, they're all in the playlist. And so I had that closed at that time. After the swelling had gone down, I had to tell my surgeon that it had not actually closed and it just kind of moved. And so and it's like between my cheek and my gums, there's just a hole that stuff leaks out of now. And so I actually had to have like 3 surgeries total, like just tiny procedures to try to fix that, and it never got fixed, and it was just eroding away more of my scar tissue. So I elected not to have any more because it wasn't medically necessary and it was causing more harm than good, I felt. Let's see. Uh, so yeah, it was a long recovery process. It was really difficult. It was the worst surgery I've ever had in my life, and I've had a few because of the cleft lip and palate. This was actually my second bone graft, so I don't have part of my hip bone in my left hip either because it was put up here to preserve more bone. Um, so I am definitely glad that it's over. It was uh, a really hard to have people that I felt like a burden to for a few weeks, because I really couldn't do much for myself, and I couldn't really walk because of the bone graft for the first like week, and there was a lot of pureeing happening. So I really appreciate the support that I had, and if you're going through this, definitely make sure that you have a support system too. Um, Lots of protein shakes and powders, and a lot of soup ran through the blender. And being on a liquid diet again is not fun, but the end result, I got a good smile, and I am able to chew my food now, and my teeth are like I can bite into things, which wasn't a thing before. Like that's pretty cool. I always thought apples were so hard to eat, and I could never eat steak because it made my jaw too tired because nothing touched. But anyways, it's a lot better now, and thank you all for being on this journey with me. If you guys found any value in this, or you maybe want to know about future updates, please feel free to like and subscribe to my channel. Um, and if you guys have any questions, please comment below, and I can maybe answer them in a future video if I get enough of them. But anyways, thank you so much, and I wish you nothing but good luck on your double jaw surgery journey.